Okay. People are here. Oh, there you are. Oh, hi. Oh, good. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm here. You guys are the best. Okay. Here, I'm gonna walk in from the side. Watch this. Wait. Okay, so pro tip for all you regular yogis that come and do meditation with me, the headband hides the roots. So if you see me on my headband, you know that today's the day that I get my hair touched up. So I am really excited because I've been working on something. I've been working on something. I've been working on stuff a lot, but I've been working on this particular thing for a while, and it is launched. There's lots of like not perfections about it, but it's finished. And for today, the day was today to get this done. And so the Soul Collective has moved. You might have gotten an email in your inbox. The Soul Collective has moved over to Mind Body Online, and it's really easy to use, and it's really fantastic for everyone, including you, more importantly. And the teachers are really happy about it, and there's a lot more interaction that can happen with this process. So I'm really excited. And in the process, there's been a lot of svadhyaya, self-examination. And my friend and I yesterday were talking about how, well, we're both lucky enough to have one, or she has both parents alive and married. But we're old enough now to recognize that we don't know everything. And even though our parents, told us that we didn't, or wanted to try to help us, and we don't know everything, and that maybe their marriage isn't perfect either. And so we were talking about men and women and this and that. And what is interesting is that, people start to say, oh, men do this. Why do men do that? Why do women do that? And the truth is that we all have, there's a range of behaviors, right? But we have this feminine and masculine aspect inside of us. And so we all have this capacity to be certain ways that the general population identifies in a very cis, I think is the word, way, so that there's certain qualities that we identify with the male aspect, and there's certain qualities that we identify with the female aspect. And then there's a very balanced person that can hold both at the same time, in my opinion. And uh, one of the things that we were identifying with one of the sexes was why do why is there this tendency to lash out, to get angry, and to uh, really turn up the heat quickly, right? As opposed to maybe somebody who is willing to listen, takes a lot to get pushed to that lash out point, and so forth. And I think there's a myriad of reasons, but I really do believe that when we are lashing out, when we lose that ability to um, respond rather than react, it's because we've really gotten pushed into a corner, and we've really gotten, we start to feel caged. We start to feel like we have been blamed for something, maybe shamed for something. And we need to, and also, there's this maybe don't embarrassment, right? So we don't want to accept the responsibility for what we might have done wrong. And then the person who might be more typically able to respond all the time, I feel like that aspect of our personality is a person who maybe has um, learned, unfortunately, to bite their tongue. Like to, and there's this saying like, know which fight to pick, know when to pick your fights, and that kind of thing. Know when to really choose your battles. And I think that's just a sort of nice way of saying bite your tongue. And I don't think either one is correct, but I do believe that with, you know what I'm going to say, a meditation practice, we can bring this in to a place where we have a really nice combination of the two, right? You lose the shame and the embarrassment and the inability to accept responsibility, and you lose the biting your tongue, swallowing your words, accepting things as they are, even if they're really not good for you. And you come to this place in the middle where you see, okay, these might be the things I've done that I can improve in the future. But right now, I'm going to accept responsibility for how I've gotten here. And you see, these are the things I might have accepted in the past because I didn't think there was a better way to get there or to live. And I'm going to be right here now and speak my truth and say very calmly, hopefully, I don't like this. I would like my life to be more like this, right? And that's in yogi is what we talk about. You know, we have this Shiva and Shakti. We have feminine and masculine aspect. And when we are meditated, properly meditated, these two, there's no longer this duality, right? This polarization that happens that brings out more of one or the other at various times. By the way, Kogenstein, I loved your post on Instagram the other day, or I think it was yesterday. She balanced her doshes. The rain helped balance her doshes. But that's one of those things. When we meditate, we get that balance of, but like who we are and how we are meant to be, right? Not this polarized entity, this out of balance person. And so we're going to meditate. Okay. um, the practice today is along this central channel, Sushumna Nadi, and I'd like you to think about that again. You may have heard this before as this sort of larger column, and we're going to bring it in to inside the inside to the Brahmanadi, to that original line of intelligence that helped us to, or helps us to reconnect the masculine, feminine, the creative, destructive, the intellect, wisdom, right, into that singular place. So we have a clear voice, a clear head, and an open heart and mind. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Place your, I'll mirror you, your right hand on your chest and your left hand just below your navel. So it's kind of holding right in front of there's a pubic crease between navel and pubic bone, that equidistance. So you're holding right there. So you're kind of holding those reproductive parts. And the upper chest, there's a little bump bone called the manubrium. You can feel it along your sternum. And you're going to let your palm rest there, okay? And then sitting up nice and tall here, close your eyes. And begin to incorporate an Ujjayi breath. It's very early, so you might already feel the sense of balance with the breath across the nostrils. And if you don't, no worries. But start with a big breath in and out, and then slowly incorporate that Ujjayi breath. And feeling the breath draw in and out. See if you can lengthen a little bit on either side, a little more on the inhale, a little more on the exhale, but without feeling this sort of force or this challenge, this goal, you know. There's no winner, No award for the longest inhale or the longest exhale, just for you, a little bit more on either end and comfortable. With just enough effort to bring awareness, but not so much effort that it feels like, oh, I really have to work to do this. Eyes are closed, and you're having this nice, attentive ujjayi breath. It's slightly softer than the normal soft ujjayi breath. And if you're practicing with us for the first time this morning and you're not sure what ujjayi is, don't worry about that. Just breathe in and out with an open throat. So when you happen to breathe in, notice how the low abdomen maybe presses into your hand, and then the chest starts to lift into the upper hand. And when you happen to breathe out, notice how both hands move back towards the spine, towards the center. Maybe engage just a little bit in the low abdomen, squeezing it back towards the back of the pelvis. And do that one more time with that awareness of the movement of the body in response to your breath. Okay, now feel the warmth of your palms on your body. Bringing that awareness around the upper and lower hands, the palms, and the warmth of the palms in the body, on the body. One more time like that. Now keep your left hand on the low abdomen and move the palm of your right hand just to the top crown of your head. Just right to the top crown of your head. And you feel this connection from the top crown of your head to your root as you breathe in and out. You might even feel a little bit of that residual heat in the palm of that right hand on the top of the head. And the next time you happen to breathe in, connect that heat, that warmth down to your root. And as you breathe out, connect it back up. Good. Now, the backs of either hand resting on the thighs or knees with the palms turned up. So you've got a gentle ujjayi breath and the backs of your hands resting on your thighs or your knees with the palms turned up. And now you'll join the thumb and index finger, making a little bit of an OK sign with each hand. And you feel that gentle ujjayi breath. The residual heat and the placement of your hand, especially at the top of your head. The next time you happen to breathe in, release your throat and feel the awareness move from your root up to the top crown of your head. Relax your throat. Inhale, feel the awareness from your root to the top crown of your head. And when you happen to exhale, maybe it stays right there at the midbrain, just behind the center of your forehead. Throat is open. Inhale up from your root to that tingly sensation at the top of your head. When you exhale, hold your awareness at the top, maybe just behind the center of your forehead. So each time you quietly breathe in, your awareness moves up from your root to midbrain to ajna. And when you exhale, it stays in that plane. And even as your awareness does this repetitive movement from your root upwards, and there holding at the top, at midbrain, your breath begins to grow quieter and quieter, as in more and more still and effortless. Now you release into the plane of pure consciousness just behind the center of your forehead. You still feel this connection between root and crown, but you have relaxed, released into that point, that plane, clarity and ease. Almost feels as if there's a suspension of breath. Now slowly begin to bring yourself back. Start to deepen your breath, nice and easy. Slowly, slowly. Keep your eyes closed and still feel yourself bringing your breath a little bit more deeply each time. Watching your body come back into this place. Recognizing that you left that feeling of being in your body, even if only for a split second. And then on your next exhale, let your chin drop towards your chest, bowing your head. Good. Bring your palms together and maybe feel that heat between your palms. If you're like a little more heat, you can slowly circle the hands against each other. And then take the warmth of your palms and place them over your eyes. Breathe in there. Good. And then keeping your eyes closed, place one hand over the other over the center of your chest. Take the right hand into a fist just below your navel, holding the fist with the left hand. Press back as you tilt your torso forward. And in that tilted position, blink your eyes open and focus at a point on the floor. Just taking that energy back down, rooting it in its seat. And lift your gaze back into your space. And yes, feel that little bit of ease and connection with your true, balanced, easeful self, effortless self. And whenever you need to, just come back and tap in, take a couple of breaths, hold yourself, love yourself, center, and then move back into your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Check your inbox and look at our new stuff going on. And I look forward to seeing you if you're back for a little movement at 7:35. Take care. Bye.